boxing reporter here with Jimmy Kelly. How you doing, Jimmy?
Yeah, very good. How's yourself?
Not too bad at all, thank you. First of all, as you can see, congratulations on the baby.
Yeah, little girl, Serafina. So she don't like being put down. She wants your attention all the time and want to be close. So she just sat with me chilling for a bit, aren't you?
Keeping you up at night, or?
Not me. I can't breastfeed, so I'll leave it to the missus. I can go up next week.
Obviously, 2 up-and-coming fights in quick succession. We'll come on to those a little bit in a short while.
Yeah.
If we go back, first of all, to your previous fight against Dennis Hogan.
Yeah.
Obviously, went out to Australia.
Yeah.
Good opportunity. Can you just talk us through fight week and what happened? I know there was a bit of a health scare, just for the people out there who don't know.
Yeah. Fight week started good. Like the Monday, the Tuesday, Wednesday, everything was alright. We had the press conference Wednesday. Obviously I felt really good. My weight was bang on, and well, obviously where it should have been, and just got obviously informed. I had a scan before I left the UK for Australia. Obviously I have to have my yearly medicals, and obviously if anything comes up, boxing board, obviously safety first. I have to query everything, and there was just a bit of a query on my brain scan which they wanted more investigation on, I guess. And you know, with obviously things that have happened in the past with people, I think first and foremost is fighter safety, and I think I went to see obviously it's just the first worry, and being so far away from home.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of legal stuff that obviously the news has got to be delivered to you by a doctor and all that. Obviously I just can't pass you medical information. It's got to be done properly and in person, so it's a bit hard to be told there's something that's up. You need to come home, and I'm like, well, don't want to fly if it's a bad injury. I mean, it's like really, it's probably the worst situation you can be in. So we had an agreement that I'll go have a scan and see a neurologist, and I went to see him the day after the Thursday. Again, I was given a foreign country and sorting that out is hard work, and then he gave his report. I think just to be sure, the boxing board obviously wanted a opinion of another more experienced one in sport, so we were lucky that the Commonwealth Games was on it at the time. So fight day, a couple hours before the fight, we flew the neurologist in from the Gold Coast on a helicopter, and he come and seen us. So he's a really experienced one. He was on standby for any brain injuries in the Commonwealth Games, so we're really lucky to have him. He gave his report, and he said that perfectly fine. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but I think they must have been at cerebellum at the back. There must have been a bad imaging or something, and they wanted it re-scanning. They wanted to have an opinion from obviously top people, which again at the time it was a stressful time because you feel so far away from home and your hands are tied. But in the paramount is safety, obviously, from the British Boxing Board. So once they were happy with my health, the fight was agreed. But you know, I had to just go with the fight as if it was on, even though it wasn't, for a long period, up until I'd had my hand wrapped. And the promoter, Paul Keegan, came in like sweating like mad and just was like, right, they've given it the okay. Did this second report, sealed it. And obviously since I got back to the UK, the boxing board had just said, look, just maybe come and see a cognitive test, you know, for like all these different things, like close your eyes and walk in a straight line. And I said I've got perfect marks on them, and I've had another scan, and it must have just been bad imaging, but it just shows how far boxing's come, where they can investigate so much into something instead of just leaving it to chance. You know, I've got a young family, I had a baby on the way, so it's good that they put the safety of fighters first. It was a frustrating time, not gonna lie, but you know, in the long way, it's good.
As you say, as long as obviously you're okay, your health's the most important thing, and obviously you came through.
Yeah.
Moving on to present, obviously 2 up-and-coming fights in quick succession. First one in Bolton. Have we got an opponent there yet?
No, I'm still waiting on everything. I think everything's a little bit up in the air. I think I'm doing a 6th round, and I think it's just to blow cobwebs off, really. I need to get a win before anything significant can come my way. So that's the plan, get the win. Just see what happens at the Wythenshawe Forum. It's always good to fight in the hometown, which I love and I enjoy. And we're having a chat with my coach and that about who we're going to look for then. But we're looking to make a good jump up the rankings again, the world rankings and that. So just going through a few opponents, and we were just chatting for about an hour on the phone just before you came. So I'm excited. Both will be good nights, and I'm looking forward to getting back in the win column, and who knows what happens in the future.
Ideally, at the end of 2018, where do you see yourself? What have you got an aim, or is it literally just take it fight by fight?
Just take it fight by fight. I know the Dennis Hogan rematch is there. I think there's a lot of stress on that, obviously on me, but his promoters invested a lot of money into the show. And they were at the hospital with us when we went to see the neurologist, and I like to think that we got to know each other like on a friend level, even though it started a bit hostile obviously because it's a fight. But I think they obviously wanted me else to be safe, and they've invested a lot of money into the show, and they're both promoters, obviously the shareholders. Obviously Dennis is one, but the other two came to the UK for a meeting in Dublin, so they flew to Manchester to see us a couple of weeks after I got back, which I thought was a nice gesture. And even one of them, Paul, was saying, I was driving to the venue and I was getting my speech ready to let everybody down, and we had like a meal before, and there was like a bit of an act and all that, and then everyone walks into the venue, and he said I had to like keep a brave face on for that, thinking I'm ruined with everyone's just gonna be like wanting a refund, and it's just gonna be a nightmare. So I owed it to them as well. Obviously it would have been a massive shame if I didn't fight and then it came out that it was just something minor that was an issue. So we all pulled together and looked at it. But like I said, we're going off on the point. Dennis didn't know anything that was going on, which is a credit to his team. They wanted to focus on the fight, obviously. And after the fight, we had a good chat, and he said, well, from what you done, and it would have left us in the shit really. So we owe you a rematch, and I'm not going to take anything away from the win. But I was 50% in there. I was tired. I was stressed. I was obviously for days worrying, thinking, I've got a baby on the way. What happens if something's up? What happens if I have to retire? And what else can I do? How am I going to feed my kids and that? And obviously, it's good that everything came out, but the damage is sort of already done. The tiredness and just the stress. But I've got that rematch at some point. Obviously, he's got a world title fight. He's in good position for the Jeff Horn fight. I'd like if the Mundine fight falls through, if it makes sense. So I don't know, I'm looking forward to these two fights. Not really looking past them because I need to get back in position, and I'm in a good way to do so.
So you're obviously quite a way through training now. I think there's 4 weeks to go.
Yeah.
What sort of stuff are you working on? I'm not saying give your game plan away on camera.
No, just I had a bit of time off, and then I just ploughed into training hard again. I had a couple of days off when she was born, just to give Missy a bit of hand, and I've just been back in the gym already. I done a little run this morning, a bit of strength work and a swim. So it's just been like quite an easy day because we've done a lot of track work this week. We've done a good few days sparring against bigger guys like Virginder Singh and Morgan Jones and Craig Bunn. So it's been all good sparring there. So just usual stuff really, just ironing a few things out that I should have done on the night. But if I'm honest, I'll put that down to like technical things. It's just down to the fact that not just me, my whole team was drained, and it's like. It was like morning. Everyone was like, before the fight, I had to fly back from the hospital dead quick, get some food from the venue, pack my bag dead quick and go. Then it's like someone died. It was like just dead glum in the room because no one's like, oh, we're on the way to the venue, but is the fight on or not? You know what I mean? So it was just a horrible situation to be in, but if anything, it just makes you stronger and the team closer together, and know that you're on the other side of the world and we've got the impossible done really just to get to the fight.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it tough not having an opponent? Are you one of those fighters that works on a game plan towards an opponent, or do you just leave that to your team and they come up with a game plan?
Leave that to my team and leave it to Lee, and I'll just work on certain shots and certain combinations and like get my feet in position. But for every fighter, I don't focus on too much on one thing really. It's like as long as my offense is sharp, my defense is sharp, my head movement's good, my feet are good, my shot selection's good, I'm sharp, my timing's there, my range, my rhythm. I just focus on all that. I think, well, in boxing you've got to adapt anyway, so you can have a game plan and think the opponent's going to do this, that and the other, but then he does something totally different. But you can't be naive and just go in there blind. You obviously have a look and have a little bit of an idea, but you've got to give room for adjustment as well. Same again, I'm always fit, I'm always strong, I'm always working on that side of stuff, so everything's about a world level. Everyone's in that stage, you can't rely on that.
And finally, on those two fights, where can fans get tickets from? Are they going well?
Just inbox me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that sort of thing. Got about 30 tickets left for the show in Bolton. They've gone decent. And I'm waiting for the ones at Wythenshawe forums to come available, but I might have to reckon that they'll just go pretty quick. So I think anyone who wants to get a ticket, I've already started taking bookings already. I've got like a list of people who want them, so they're going to get the phone call first, and I'll get a good number of tickets anyway. But like I said, last time there was people wanting them the last couple of days and they were sold out, so
get there quickly.
Minute,
Super. Well, moving on. Obviously, I know you're good friends with Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
How good was it to see him back?
Really good. It's not like he's had a bit of time out boxing and he just wanted to break mentally and stuff like that. He's put a load of weight, and I just think he probably got to him in a bit of depression that he didn't feel like he got the recognition he should have done by beating Klitschko, and also go to beat a champion in his backyard who's dominated for years. You know, he probably didn't do himself many favours by what he said, but that's just Tyson. He just says what's on his mind, and I think the media was like, we're a bit out of order for targeting, where I just targeted him straight away, and I just thought that was wrong. And you know, it's alright. Next week, this other story's here, and you know, the World Cup and Love Island, but people's lives are shattered still. You know what I mean? And it's a shame. Me just move on, but people have got to deal with everyone in the country really knowing your business. So it affected him. Fell out with the boxing probably because he probably thought, well, I've got to me dream and I beat the man that's been dominated for years, and I just got like slagged off wrong because of it, like other stuff that I'd done years ago and said, and no one's giving me a pat on the back. So we get a bit bitter. I was like, I think anyone would. So it obviously put his weight on, depression. Obviously it's well documented all the stuff he went through. So to see someone lose all that weight alone is great, and then to go in and fight is fantastic. And I said it wasn't stellar Tyson Fury, but after 2.5 years out, you're not going to be. I think if I don't spar for a couple of weeks and you go to spar, you're just not the same, and it takes you a couple to get into it. But good that he's got that MTK behind him, and fought in, like I said, a couple of weeks ago, and he's fighting in August, so he's keeping busy. So I think a couple of fights like that, being busy and consistent, his weight's still coming down, and start getting his match fitness and timing and stuff like that.
Do you think he'll get back to top level, like elite top level, right in the mix with the likes of Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder?
I think he will do, and even if he doesn't go back to 100% Tyson that beat Klitschko, I think an 80% still does a lot of those guys. You know, I think Wilder's a tough fight because he just throws like cricket balls, like overhand rights and everything. Once he sees you hurt, he just empties the tank, he just goes for you. But I think Joshua is a bit like upright, a bit stiff. And I think if Tyson back to 80% of what he was against Klitschko, I think it's an easy night's work. I do.
Obviously, carrying on with the heavyweight scene, I'm guessing you've heard all the noise this week about the AJ Wilder fight is off.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
It's hard, it really is. Like you said, any big fight like that, there's so much money involved, and everyone wants the percentage. And I think through sparring it works, it's the WBA, so we're going to strip Joshua of his belt if you don't fight Povetkin. So, you know, well, what do you do? And he's already got belts there, but you've worked hard for these, and it's a shame that sometimes governing bodies can't agree. Just think, oh well, let him have this fight with the agreement that you're going to do this next. And like I said, as soon as Tyson won the world title, he got stripped straight away, which was wrong.
Yeah, he did. It was bad, that.
Yeah, I just think that's probably another element why he was annoyed. And I don't like Wilder's been on slagging Joshua off as you would do, but I don't know, we'll see. The fight will happen. I mean, it's just like when the time's right.
Do you think that fight will happen next year, and do you think Tyson will get a shot at the winner, or do you reckon that could come beforehand? I know a lot of people have been talking about who's Tyson going to fight next, and obviously beyond the rest of this year, big names have been mentioned. I heard yesterday David Price's name mentioned for the next fight. I'm not sure how true that is. And I know obviously he's been talking and quite vocal on social media about fighting. He'll take either AJ or Wilder. Do you reckon Tyson will get his shot this year or next year?
I reckon next year. I reckon he'll probably fight August. If he gets another 2 in before the end of the year, I think after that he'll be ready to go to 2019, hitting the ground running and ready for some good challenges. Like I said, some guys in the top 15 and like Manuel Chan or people like that. So we'll see.
Some good fights ahead for him. Going back to your division, old opponent of yours, Liam Smith, just being confirmed, obviously going to fight for a world title in Las Vegas. Think he can come through that and win the world title again?
I don't know. It's a tough one because I think the Cottle win flattered Saddam Ali. I think he did. He's just a welterweight, and I think Cotto 6 months before would have wiped the floor with Ali. So obviously he got the win against an old Cotto. He had 1 eye in retirement. We were saying in the last fight, so probably had 1 eye in retirement. He was picked to be beaten really. So, but obviously it was just 1 fight too far for Cotto, and it did flatter Ali. Then the next fight he gets steamrolled by a 21-year-old, but he's a big fighter, he's a big puncher, so maybe I don't know. Thing is, a tough fighter, Liam, and he's a big puncher, this Moringa. So if Liam can get through those early rounds and stay safe and maybe take him deeper, start hitting the body and making him work, who knows?
Would you, if that opportunity was offered to you again, would you take it in a heartbeat to fight Liam Smith? Yeah,
absolutely. I said I'm a fighter. I always say to everybody, I'll say yes to anybody, but it's got to be worth my while financially. Someone goes, "Oh, do you want to fight Alvarez random?" Not really. No. Everything's got to be balance the risk and reward. I've always got a price. You just have to find it and meet me somewhere. Obviously people who are lesser, you've got to be realistic. Maybe that fight I'll take this much, and that fight I'll take that much. But if I'm fighting him, I want that much. So. Like I said, if he wins his world title, hats off to him. Probably have to fight Dennis Hogan next, which again will be a good fight. And who knows in a year's time what position I'll be in. So maybe those will come round again.
Super. Well, unless you've got anything else to add, I'd like to thank you for your time today.
Yeah.
And thanks for inviting us around. It's really appreciative, and hopefully we'll catch up with you before your fights in Bolton and in
Wythenshawe. If you try Bolton both if you're free.
Love to, yeah. Absolutely love to. Thank you very much.
I thank you. Take care.